Hi friends, it's Linda. I am back with the first of some Halloween themed journals. And this is a little cutie, which means it's one of my smaller journals. It's about 6 inches tall by about just shy of 5 inches wide. And the cover is fashioned from a paper bag. And that's kind of how I do my little cuties. It has a witch theme, and which I did one for the first time last Halloween, and it was popular, and they're just fun to work with. I have so many fun witch images, so I want to give you a little look at it from all sides. It's got 15 pages or 30 pages, sorry. So it'll have 62 sides if you count the covers. It has a lace, doubled black lace closure set with eyelets, and some vintage bark cloth and ticking fabric, and some Liberty of London here on the cover. This little medallion with this fun witch is something that I received in a swap many years ago, and I've just had it sitting in my crafting supplies, kind of coveting it. So I thought she would be perfect on the cover of this journal. So since it had this little topper built in, I hung this little chain, and there is a fun cluster of beads and charms here. So a beaded one, this is a little witch's cauldron, this is a witch's hat with a teensy, I don't know if I'm getting too close, or I don't know, little teensy tiny little pumpkin, and this is a real pretty little rhinestone charm, and some vintage trim there. So that is the cover. Let's get inside. I've got some more of these little cuties coming. They will all have a Halloween theme, but one more will have a Halloween theme, and then I'm doing an owl and a squirrel little cutie. So I'm really excited. I love working on these little ones. They work up quickly, and they're just really fun. So in this front pocket, I have a little library card and a little letter from me with a little decorated envelope. A bulb pin with a little witch charm, and a Handmade with Love. This is some Tim Holtz scrapbook paper. And I made this little tag with this cute little witch image there. This is some digital paper, I believe, maybe from Pink Monarch. I'm not sure where I got that actually, but I will put as much information as I can in the description box. Here is a little ruffled sewn belly band made from paper with a little black cat charm and a little fabric cluster, and this little journaling card. Kind of looks like an old postcard. A cute little witch. Some coffee dyed paper. This is a napkin that I used as a page, and on this side I created a little pocket with this witch card here, little journal card. On this side I created a little sideways pocket, and this is one of my favorite little witch images. Is she adorable? And she tucks in kind of sideways here, and then I made a little cluster with a tiny version of that image in a little frame. Okay, and then some kind of gray marble scrapbook paper. This is a fabric flip with the various fabrics that I used throughout the journal. Some coffee dyed paper, coffee dyed graph paper. This is a scrapbook paper. This is 2 pockets here that I made from some scrapbook paper, and I filled them with blank manila tags. There's 4 different sizes. So you can create your own tags, your own decorative tags with them, or just journal on them, or use them somewhere else and put something else in the pockets, kind of whatever you want to do with these. And I just put a little fabric and a cute little witch image there. This is a page from a Goosebumps book from the 80s that belonged to my, no, I'm sorry, from the early 90s that belonged to my kids. And some braille paper that I did a decorative sewing machine stitch on. And on this side I put this cute image of these 2 little babies, baby witches with a little wand charm and little fabric, some fabric and lace on this paper clip here, and some fun black and white music scrapbook paper. This is some painty paper that I had gotten in a packet of stuff from RondawithoutanH, Rhonda Winstead's shop. And here's a little tuck, little scrap tuck that I created, and this is a little tea bag with some witches. They're all having a cup of tea sitting around a table, and inside of this is some Twinings pumpkin spice chai tea. And it just will tuck right in there. Okay. Some vintage graph paper, more coffee dyed paper. This is some really pretty embossed paper that has a fabric, almost a fabric feel to it. And I think I got this paper at Joann's already made like this, but it's just beautiful paper. And then I added some beads and a vintage tiny skeleton key to the signatures ties. They dangle from the bottom. Okay, and this is a really fun vintage trim that I have. So I just added it, and you can flip it up and do some journaling. And sorry, I hope that wasn't in your face. Flip it back down, and it'll disguise it a little bit or just make it look interesting. Okay, and this is a fun little button card embellishment. I sewed some vintage mother of pearl shell buttons on to the eyes of the black cat. And this I got on Etsy, and I bought several button cards from this seller, and I love them all. Okay, here's some the back side of that braille paper with a bit of a fabric tab, and I love this fabric. It's like a Harris tweed fabric. This is the Goosebumps paper, our book page. Here is a fun image, retro witch stirring up a witch's brew, and I made this tag, some old scrapbook paper. And then this is a folded multi-pocket made from a book page, and I've got this cute little witch here. I stamped some tickets that say boil, bubble, toil, and trouble, and a little witch's cauldron there. Little black cat journaling card, an old ticket, just a really fun little image. It looks like an old book or an old door. I don't know if you're getting a glare or if you can see that. And scrapbook. This is a Tim Holtz paper that I thought looked great in this journal. A kind of an undecorated tag with a lace topper. So I wanted to leave some things for you to do and decorate and to journal on. This would be a fun journal to chronicle your October. This little witch tuck with another one of those fun little, kind of looks like an old book or an old door, and a coffee dyed index card there for journaling. decorating or journaling. Okay, and then here, I hope I'm staying in frame. I've got the camera pretty close, so I don't have a lot of leeway. And here is a belly band that I made with a fabric ruffle, made from some black and white gingham. Another vintage postcard, journal card. And I made a cute little owl embellishment and bow on the top of this belly band here. And then some stenciling with a Tim Holtz stencil there in the background, the X's. And one of the last pages here, it's got this. This is my other favorite witch image. This girl is just absolutely adorable, this little trick-or-treater. And she tucks in there. I can't bear to tuck her in too far because I like to see that happy laugh. And then the very last page, I tucked in this witch bingo card. No, I have fabric pockets front and back. Now, since this is a paper bag, I left the back of the paper bag open, and I think I have in here a witch's brew, an actual recipe for a fun punch for Halloween, and I'll probably tuck some extra things in there as well. I usually do, and I usually also include a little baggie with some extras and some offcuts and stuff from the different fabrics and papers. So that is it. I've got just a piece of this bark cloth and the ticking on the back, and that is my little witch journal. She will be added to my Etsy shop probably by the time you see this video. This little journal will be there. And I appreciate you taking a minute to watch, and I will see you soon. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.